linear programming problems, right? In short, you could say LPP, right? Because we have done algebraic representation and manipulation. The second chapter also algebraic indices. The third one is also equation and inequalities. So now it's time to start chapter 4, linear programming. Okay. So in this class, I'm not gonna start from very basics. I'm gonna solve some question which who comes in IGCSE 0580 syllabus, right? According to 2025 to 27, right? So let's see what type of question will come in your examination, right? Yes. So step 1. In step 1, what we will do, convert constant into equal sign, right? Remove all the inequalities, right? So how we will write this? X plus y equal 10. X equals 6. Y equals what? 8. And x0 and y0. Am I right or not? Yes, I am. Okay. So this is your first step. First of all, you have to remove this inequality sign, and on this page you have to put the equal sign. Okay. Got it so far? And now we have to find in the second step, it is we have to find corners point. Corner point. Corner points means you have to, draw a bounded surface. So it must be corner. There must be corner. In quadrilateral also there are 4 points. In a triangle there would be 3 corners. In a pentagon there would be 5 corners. In a bounded means covered by all 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, etc. Right? It could not be like this. Not in. So how we cannot say there are 2 corner points. Why? Why there are not? Because it is not covering this side. Okay. So it must be a bounded surface. Bounded means covered by all sides, all 3 sides, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So let's make a table over here for step 2. Step 2. Let's make. Okay. So we had 5. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. So we have 4. Now let's start finding the corners. How we can find? First of all, x equals 0, y equals 0. What it means? We have 0, 0. Means what is this? This is your origin. Origin point is also given, right? Now, x equals 6. If x equals 6, then y would be obviously 0, right? On x, if x equals 6, y would be 0. So the coordinates are 6, 0. Okay. Next, y equals 8. Y equals 8. If y equals 8, means x would be 0. Okay. So the coordinate would be 0, 8. Now, see. We have an equation. X plus y equals 10. X plus y equals 10. First, we will put x equals 6. So x equals 6. If we put, what we will get? Y equals 4. So the coordinate would be 6, 4. Am I right? Yes, I am. Similarly, in the same equation, if we put what? Y equals 8. This one. So the x value would be 2, right? And the coordinate is 2, 8. So how many coordinates we have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. First step, you have to make it in equal sign. In the second step, you have to find the corners points, corner coordinates, right? Because it is a bounded shape. That's why. So in step 3, what we will do, Step 3, we will do evaluate your profit. Evaluate with the help of this equation. Here, see the profit equation. P equals 3x plus 2y. P equals 3x plus 2y. Okay. And put one by one all the coordinates. At 0, 0, we are getting P equals 0, right? It is a boundary. At 6, 0, 6 3s are 18. At 0, 8, x is 0, 2 8s are 16. Now at 6, 4, 3 times 6 plus 2 times 4. How much it is? 18, 8. How much? 26, right? And at coordinate 2, 8. 3 times 2 plus 2 times 8. 3 times 2, 6. 2 times 8, 16, 22. You have to find the maximum value of your profit equation. So what is the maximum value? 0, 18, 16, 26, 22. Yes, obviously it is 26. Okay. It means max profit equal 26 at what point? 6, 4. And now if you want to draw this shape, let me draw it. Okay. See, here we have origin 0, 0. Here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, right? Similarly, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So first of all, let's find out this coordinate 6, 4. 6 on x-axis 6, 4, 6, 4. It would be here, right? This is 6, 4. And other coordinates we have 0, 0, 6, 0, 0, 8. Okay. 6, 0 means this is your 6, 0, 8, 0, 0, 8, sorry, 0, 8. And 0, 0 also corner point. Any other? 2, 8, right? 2, 8. 2 on x2 on 8. Here. 2, 8. 1 second. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points are there and you have to connect with each other. Okay, like this. Okay, this shaded area. In this question, it was asking, draw the feasible region. So we had draw and find the maximum value of P. Also we have find. Okay. So this is the bounded shape, right? Bounded means covered by the boundaries. Okay. It is not open shape. It is a closed shape. Closed by 5 lines, right? Line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope there will be no doubt. Profit we have 26 at what point? 6, 4. At that point we have profit. Okay. So I think you are getting so far. I'm moving to the next question. In the next question, let's see what is coming over there. Yes. So we have the second question. Question number 2. A student spent time studying mathematics X and science Y. Okay. He need only 2 subjects, math and science. Okay. And constant you have X plus Y. Okay. There are 3 constants. 1, 2, 3. Performance score His performance score is x equal 5x plus 3y, right? So you have to find and find the maximum score. Here you no need to draw. If you want, you can draw. Okay, nobody can cancel your drawing. Okay. So what was the first step? Let me know what was the first step. Step 1, just remove the inequalities. Okay. Step 1, just write in equal sign. X plus y equal 12. X equal 4. Y equals 2. That's it. Okay. Now the second step is find the corner points. Very good. So how we will find the corner points? Step 2, finding the corner points. Corner point. How we will find? Let's see. Here we have x equals 4. X equal 4 and y equal 2. So take 2 lines. Minimum you have to take how many lines? 2 lines. Okay, with the help of 2 lines, we can find the coordinates. Okay, x equals 4 and y equal 2. Sorry, y equals 2. What we are getting? A coordinate 4, 2. Okay, now the equation x plus y equals 12, right? X plus y equals 12. Now here, let's put x equal 4. Put x equal 4. If we put x equal 4, so y would be how much? 8. Then the coordinates 4, 8. Okay. Similarly, with the same equation, this time we are going to put y equals 2. Okay. After putting y equal 2, we are getting x equal 10. The coordinate would be 10, 2. Okay. So how many coordinates we have over here? How many coordinates we got? Total 1, 2, 3. So it would be a triangle, right? Because we are getting 3 corners. When we get 3 corners in triangle. Okay. What type of triangle it is? We don't know. First we will plot and then we will see. Now 3. STEP step 3. What was we will do in step 3? What was the equation? 4. S 5x plus 3y. 5x plus 3y. Right? This was the score. One by one we will put all the coordinates. Right? Wait. At 4, 2. 5 times 4 plus 3 times 2. 26. 26. Right? At 4, 8. 4, 8. 5 times 4 plus 3 times 8. 20 and 24. 44. At 10, 2. 5 times 10 plus 3 times 2. 50 plus 6. 56. Right? So we have 3 output over here. And which score is the maximum? It was asking for maximum score. So the maximum score is 56 at 10, 2 coordinate. Okay. So if you want, you may draw this. You can draw. Should I draw or you will draw? Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now let's see 4, 2. 4, 2. This is your 4, 2. The second one 4, 8. 4, 8. Here it is. 4, 8. 10. 10. 10, this is your 10, 2. Draw. So we have three corners point. See, it is a triangle. What type of triangle it is? Let me comment. And this shaded area is your feasible reason, right? It was not asking, but for your knowledge, right? I draw. Okay, moving to the next question. Here we have to find the minimize value, right? See, minimize. See, equal 4x plus 5y and subject to this one. We have three inequalities. How we will solve this? In just 4 steps. What was the 4 step? Forgot or not? Step number 1. Just make it equal. So how we will make? First of all, let me change the color. And yes, step 1. X plus y equals 6. X greater than or equals to y greater than or equal 1. Okay. Oh my god. Remove this too. I'm really sorry. Step 1 finished. Now start with the step 2. Step 2. X equals 2 and y equals 1. Take two lines. Always minimum you have to take 2 lines. Why? 2 lines make one corner, right? That's why you have to find the intersection point. Take 2 lines. X equals 2, y equal 1. So the coordinate would be 2, 1. Right? The next x plus y equals 6. First put x equal 2 in this equation and then after that put y equal 1. Okay? One by one we will do it. First put x equals 2. If we put x equal 2, so y would be how much? 4. Then the coordinate 2, 4. In the same equation, if we put y equal what? 1, then the value of x would be 5. And the coordinates would be 5, 1. Again, we got 3 corner points. It means it would be what? A triangle shape, right? When we plot this on a graph paper, so we will get a triangle. Now, the third step is what? Step 3. STEP, step 3. In step 3, what we have to minimize? This 4x plus 5y. Okay. C equals 4x plus 5y. At coordinate 2, 1. 4 times 2 plus 5 times 1 equal 8 plus 5, 13. At 2, 4, the second corner point is 4 times 2 plus 4 times 5 times 4. 5 times 4. 8 plus 9. Sorry, 8 plus 20. How much? 28. At 5, 1. 4 times 5 plus 5 times 1 equals 20 plus 5. It's a 25, right? And what you have to find? Maximize value or minimize value? Minimize, right? Not this time, maximize. So this is the minimize value. M-I-Z-E. I think so. Minimize at what point? At 2, 1. You want to plot this? If yes, it's okay. Let's plot. So simple. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we have 5 at x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we have 4 on y-axis. See? So I think that's enough. Now we can plot the graph. First graph is 2, 1. Where is 2x and 1? This is 2, 1. The second coordinate 2, 4. 2, 4 over here. 2, 4. And the third one 5, 1. 5, 1. 5, 1. Let's meet with each other. Okay, this is your shaded area, feasible region. Okay, now let's do one more. Okay, so this is the question number 4. A company produces tables X and chairs Y. Okay, so here we have constraints. 3 constraints are here and profit. Obviously, company owner wants profit. So let's do this. Follow the same pattern. What we will follow? 4 steps and your question will be solved. See, step 1. Step 1, just make it equal sign. 2x plus y equals 20. X plus y equals 16. X and then x equals 0 and y equals 0. Okay. Now, what we will do next? The corner point. Very good. Step 2. Step 2. Corner point. Let's find the corner point. First of all, we have take 2 lines for one outer point, right? For one corner point, sorry. X equals 0, y equals 0. Where they intersect? At the origin. So the origin is 0, 0. Okay. Next. Let's see, y equals 0 and 2x plus y equals 20. Let's say y equals 0 and 2x, sorry, 2x plus y equals 20. So if we put y equals 0, then the x would be 10. And then the coordinates 10, 0. If we take x equals 0, then but see, why we cannot take x equals 0 with 2x plus y equals to 20. Why? We cannot take this line with x equals 0. Why? This is very important, okay, to understand this. Let's put x equals 0. So y would be what? 20. We are getting y equals 20. Okay. Is it satisfying for the second equation? Second equation, this one. If we put x equals 0 and plus y equals 20, so is it less than or equal 60? Is it? No. 0 plus 20 is not less than or equal 16. So it is not satisfying equation number 2. You can make an equation. Okay, that's why we cannot take. Here we have suppose 3 equations, 1, 2, and third one. Okay, that's why we cannot take this one because it is not satisfying equation number what? 1. Okay, but we can put x equals 0 in equation number 2. Let's see how. Let's put in equation number 2. Equation number 2 is x plus y equals 16, right? If we put x equals 0, so y would be 16, right? And the coordinate 0, 16. Okay. Any other doubt? And you can also solve equation 1 and 2. You know very well how to solve equation number 1 and 2. If no, no worries. I'm gonna solve over here. I'm gonna erase step 1 because you know already. Yes, from equation 1 and 2. Let's solve. Equation number 1 we have 2x plus y equals 20. And equation number 2 we have x plus y equals 60, right? Now let's subtract. After subtraction, what we are getting? X equals 4. If x equals 4, then y equal what? 16 minus 4. How much it is? 12. Yes, 12. 12. Then the coordinate would be 4, 12. Okay. So how many coordinates we have? 4, right? where, let me show you, one outer point, second, third, and the fourth. Okay, step 2 is completed. Now moving to the step 3. Step 3 is what? Step 3, you have to find, minimize or maximize whatever it is asking. What it is asking? Profit. Yeah, you have to maximize. Finding the maximized value at all coordinates, all four coordinates. So obviously, if we have four coordinates, so it would be a quadrilateral, right? If we plot on a graph, and you have to check all the coordinates must satisfy in all of three, right? If a single coordinate is not satisfying in a single inequalities, it means your method is wrong. You made a mistake. Just a minute. Okay. Step 3. P for profit. 40x plus 30y. Now at the origin, and here x and y always would be a non-negative number. Okay, you cannot take x equals -1, -2, -3, and so on. Okay, you can take 0. Minimum value of x and y would be 0, but not less than 0. All x and y would be non-zero numbers. So at 0, 0 at origin, what we are getting? 0 plus 0 equals 0. At 10, 0, 10. 40 times 10 plus 0. How much? 400. Okay. At 0, 16, x 0, y is your 16. So 30 times 16. How much? 480. At 4, 12, you can see all 4 points are there. Okay. Now we are working on this one. 4, 12. 4, 12. So 40 times 4 plus 30 times 12. How much it is? 160 and 360. 520. So what we have to find? Profit. Okay, profit. Which one is the biggest number over here? The max number? Obviously 520 at what point? At 4, 12. Okay. If you want, you can make the diagram, but in this question, it is not asking. But if you want, you can make. Okay. Nobody is. But